One of the things we do in the wintertime, especially after the first of the year, is we start getting magazines. Not just any magazines, but we get seed magazines and we get poultry magazines. Now we got two of them for right now. We probably got more on the way from different companies because we do order from multiple, but these are the two I mainly do from. So I usually go with McMurray, plus I hatch my own out. And it'll tell you the prices, and the more you buy the cheaper it is, of course, and they got so many different breeds. And then we got Burpee seed catalog here, and it's about the same way. You buy more, you get a little cheaper usually. But now the past couple of years they've had shortages from different companies because there's a lot of people starting a homestead and starting a garden and, trying to take care of their families, which is awesome. But because there's a lot more demand, they wasn't prepared for it. And there's a lot of places that ran out of seeds and ran out of chicks. Plus, you got these what bird flu and all that stuff going around and all these other things. So you need to try to get it early if you possibly can. Now you can go online and order this stuff from most of these companies, but once you order, request a catalog. A lot of them just give them to you anyway. They'll put you on a list, but it's awesome. Just sit through there and kind of plan in your mind. Which that's another thing you got to do in the winter. You got to start deciding, where you're going to plant things, what you're going to plant, how much you need to plant. Did I plant too much of this last year? Did I not plant enough of that? Do I want to grow my garden? Do maybe I've got chickens? Maybe I want to raise turkeys this year. That's all the things you need to start planning. Make a little map of your property, or if you guys are, some of you guys don't even have property. You guys are just using family or friends or neighbors or something like that, which that's awesome too. So try to keep that in mind. Our goal is this year is we're going to double the production of our produce and our animals. So that's our goal this year. What's your guys' goal? Another thing consider in the wintertime is a lot of people they have excess animals, right? And most people don't have the heart to kill their animals like they thought they was gonna be able to. They can't slaughter their chickens for meat. They can't their goats, their sheep, their cows. So what they end up doing is they end up selling a lot of them, if not all of them, because they don't want to feed them through the winter. So if you can get you some livestock from neighbors or people in surrounding counties, which you'll see them on Facebook or swap meat posts, uh, maybe at feed stores, they might have a little paper up there on the pegboard. You can actually find some really, really good deals on livestock in the wintertime. Now, if you wait till the end of winter, early spring, that price goes up. But if you go right now, a lot of people they're just desperate. Maybe they don't have money to take care of them. There's just so many different scenarios why people's getting rid of the animals, but mostly is because they don't want to have to feed them through the winter. So if you really search and look, you'll actually find some really good deals on animals that you're wanting and can save you money later on in the year. Now, yeah, you'll have to take care of them through the rest of the winter, but in springtime you'll be ready to go. So, and another place you can go to get livestock would be the auctions. The auctions they run year round, livestock auctions. Now we don't actually have any in our county, but there is some in some surrounding counties. And again, you have to worry about diseases and stuff like that. You always take a risk like that. So if you end up buying one, the best thing to do is kind of seclude it from the rest of your livestock, if you have livestock already, for maybe a few weeks to a month or something before you actually put them in with the rest of the flock or the herds. But again, you can find some good deals like that too. Now, something I've never really understood is, besides the cuteness factor, people, they would rather buy the little baby chicks or the little baby goats. They want babies. But the only problem with that is if you're starting a farm and you're wanting to get a quick increase, you don't want to buy babies necessarily because you're wanting overturn as quickly as possible. So if you get you a chicken that's already laying eggs, you can start hatching them out if that's what you're wanting to do, instead of waiting 6 months to 8 months to actually start doing that. And same thing with goats. You're better off to find a goat or a cow or sheep or whatever you're looking for that's a breeding age already, or better yet, you can find one that's already been bred and they're selling a bred heifer or goat or something, or maybe they've already had their babies and they're selling them as a set, a mama baby combo, which that happens a lot of auctions too. You're better off to do that to grow your herds up than you are just to buy babies, because you're going to have to wait probably a year before you can actually start multiplying. Now again, I'm not saying don't buy a baby, but you're going to have to wait. And time is money in farming, and you're going to be putting all that feed in it. Just like them calves we bought. We bought some bottle calves a while back. We will never get the money that we got invested in them. There ain't no way. If we sold them now, there ain't no way. Because guys, that formula, that milk formula, is expensive as heck. Plus the feed, plus the hay, plus the time. It's just impossible. We would never ever get our money back out of a bottle calf. You're better off to get one that's already weaned, or better yet, get one that's full grown and ready to breed, and go ahead and breed it. So keep that in mind too. So what breed should you get? Well, the best way to do it is kind of like you do for your garden. What kind of things should you grow? The best way to find out is see what your neighbors are growing, right? Well, the same with animals. See what kind of livestock breeds in your surrounding area. Like in our area, in the summertime it gets extremely hot, and in the wintertime it gets extremely cold. You got two big extremes. So what you're going to see mostly here in southern Indiana, you're going to see a lot of Hereford Angus cross. You're going to see a lot of Simmental cross, and maybe some Charolais and stuff like that. And the reason that is because of these temperatures. They just thrive here. So a lot of people, they want to do like exotic breeds. Well, I want to get a Brahma or something like that. Well, Brahmas are made for extreme heat temperatures. Now they might do okay if you crossbreed it with maybe a Hereford or something. I don't know, but those type are made for extremely hot temperatures. So although it'd do good in the summertime here, maybe the spring or wintertime, because we had like negative 40-degree wind chills like a week ago, right? I don't think they'd do very good in that temperature at all. They'd probably end up dying or getting sick. But maybe not. I mean, it don't hurt to venture out and try things. But around here you get a lot of crossbreed. A lot of people, they want purebred things. Now the only problem with that is, if you know anything about genetics, whenever you make something purebred, all you're doing is you're inbreeding over and over, years and years and years, maybe even thousands of years inbreeding. And just like the dog we got, Minnie, our Mastiff, English Mastiffs, they're noted for having like a hip dysplasia and thyroid disease and a bunch of other problems they have. Well, the reason it is because they've been inbreeding years and years and years, and it causes problem. You lose that genetic data. They never gain anything. They always lose. That's why I don't believe in evolution. So you really, an animal that is a mutt or mixed breed is usually stronger, typically. And again, like I say, we have a lot of crossbred Hereford Angus crosses around here. And goats, we have a lot of like Boras. We have a lot of pygmies and stuff. Now, granted, that's an African goat, but they really do good here. And of course, I'm sure there's been some genetic manipulation through the years of crossbreeding with other things to probably to get to where they are now. So it's just something to keep in mind whenever you're going to get your stuff. And also your purebred animals, they're going to cost a lot more. You have to get papers on them and stuff like that. And people are willing to pay more for them. But I mean, is it really going to be worth your while if you're just doing it for a breeding program and selling calves and bulls and stuff for breeding? Yeah, you can make some good money doing that, but you're also going to have to deal with the problems that genetic has and all that. So it's just something to keep in mind. Me myself, I don't care. I'm not purebred. I'm just a big mutt. So, and they all taste the same to me. I don't. I know some people say Angus tastes better than Hereford, and some people say Hereford tastes like cow to me. I just don't get it. So just something to keep in mind. We hope you enjoyed watching Chamberlain Family Farms. You can contact us at chamberlainff@gmail.com. You can also check us out on Facebook, Chamberlain Family Farms. We hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe.